What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one. Guys, listen, we have to be more selective when we're deciding what woman we're going to be with. We have to be more selective, guys, because let me explain something to you. In my opinion, your woman is a part of your image. See, typically everybody thinks of your image as your clothes, right? How you dress, your shoes, the type of car you drive. You understand what I'm saying? Like typically those are the things that people, when it comes to, your image, those are the things that people look at when they come up with, their perception of the type of person that you are. But another thing we have to look at is the women that we are with, the women that are in our life. Your woman is a part of your image, guys. It just is what it is. Let's get into it. Man, if you have the type of woman that is just in the club every weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, just twerking at the bar, just getting saucy at the bar, drinking, guys, that's a direct reflection of you. She is a part of your image. When people who know that that's your woman and they see that, one of the things they're automatically gonna be thinking about is you. Like, man, how he, how she out here acting all crazy. Where he at? He at home, but she all out here just acting all crazy. Guys, listen, your woman is an extension of you. And therefore, she plays a huge role in your image. So guys, we have to be careful when we decide what woman that we're going to be with, because that woman is an extension of us, which is going to affect your image. Guys, that's just what it is, man. Your woman is a part of your image. If your woman is just rude and disrespectful to other people, talking all kind of out her way to other people, and people do not like her because she just has a foul attitude. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody likes her, man. She's disrespectful when she goes, to the restaurant. She's disrespectful to the servers and stuff like that, man. Fast food, they may have mixed up an order once or twice or maybe something like that, and she's just real disrespectful, and people know who she is. When they see her coming, they're like, oh, man, here she come. And they know that that's your woman. Trust me, man. That negative view that they have on her, it plays a role on you. You have to understand that, guys. Your woman is an extension of you. Therefore, she plays a role in your image. That's just what it is, guys. So you have to be selective about the women that you're with, the women that you choose to be with you. Let's put it like that, because listen, it is what it is, man. We as men are gatekeepers to the relationship. That's just what it is. As the man, you're the gatekeeper to the relationship. So it's who you allow into your life. And so who you allow into your life plays a role in your image. Period. That's just what it is. No different than the type of clothes that you buy plays a role in your image. You understand what I'm saying? That's just how this works, guys. So look, I'm gonna break it down to you like this. I'm gonna give you a straight example. When I was a kid, man, I used to misbehave in school. Like, that's just what it is, man. I act up in school, and a lot of times my mother had to come up to the school and sit down and talk to the faculty. She had to sit down and talk to the teachers, the guidance counselors, the principal, on several different occasions, right? Just because of my behavior. And so after those meetings were over, my mother would, on my way home, they always want to twist that ear up and everything. But the thing about it is, when my mother was getting into me, when my mother was letting me have it, you know what I'm saying? Because she had to come down to that school, take a day off of work, come down to that school to address my behavior. Man, when my moms was, and I'm telling you, my moms used to get it in. Like, back in the days, y'all know, man, they could throw hands. Parents was throwing hands, and there was nothing you could say. Ain't no picking up the phone and calling nobody like, hey, they putting hands. Nah, you had to take those hands. So when I was taking those hands, man, the main thing, when my moms was getting it in with me, it was like, it wasn't even about my behavior. It wasn't about why am I misbehaving in school. Her thing was, I got her out here looking crazy. That was her main thing. Her main thing was why I got her looking crazy to these teachers. Why am I embarrassing her in front of the principal? Like, why am I doing these things? Why? Because my behavior was a direct reflection on my mother. You understand what I'm saying? It was like it was a direct reflection on her parenting skills. Come on now, as adults, man, we in the mall or we out shopping in the store somewhere and we see a little kid just misbehaving, just throwing tantrums on the floor, rolling around, just acting, yelling and screaming and all that. What's the first thing we do? Oh man, where's his parents? Where's her parents, man? My goodness, they have no home training, right? We automatically, like when you see how the kid is acting, we automatically blaming it on the parents. It's a direct reflection on the parent, right? It's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing. That woman is associated with you. So that woman's behavior is directly associated with you. And it's like, okay, they're looking at you as being the one who accepts this behavior. So now your image is tarnished. I'll give you another example, right? You got a lot of, typically sports, right? You got a lot of guys, and girls in sports that get endorsements, right? You get endorsements from sneaker companies, food companies, whatever the case may be, right? Clothing, athletics, and stuff like that. And as soon as that athlete gets in trouble, has nothing to do with sports at all. You understand what I'm saying? But they get in trouble in the outside world. You understand what I'm saying? What happens? They lose the endorsement. Why do they lose the endorsement? Because that company, right, is associated with that athlete, right? Or you flip it around, that athlete is associated with that company. So it's an image thing. If you got, this woman out here and she done went on social media and doing this, that, and the third, and now everybody's like, yo, they acting like this, or this person said this, or whatever. Now what happens? The company has to distance itself, right? They're gonna lose that endorsement, and the company, it distances itself from that person. Why? Because their image is everything. Even though that the person did what they did or said what they said, because that company is attached to that person or that person is attached to that company through that endorsement, it makes the company look bad. So the company says, listen, we're going to cut ties. You go ahead over there because you did what you did, but we don't want to be associated with that. You understand what I'm saying? It's that attachment. It tarnishes the image of the company. Same thing. When your woman is out here acting crazy, it tarnishes your image. So guys, we have to be selective when we are choosing our women. Listen, not all, let me put a disclaimer. Not all women are the same. So I'm not saying every woman is acting reckless. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying when a woman does act reckless, it's a direct reflection on you. That's all I'm saying. A woman is an extension of you, and therefore she is a part of your image. She affects your image, the perception that people have of you. Now, the perception that they have of her, once you're attached, you know what I'm saying? That perception automatically is like, oh, well, she's this type of woman because she does this and she does that. However, what type of man is he if that's his woman and this is what he allows? So guys, we got to be very selective, okay? Because the woman that we choose, she affects our image, guys. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is, okay? So be more selective, man. Be more selective, guys. You have to be more selective when you're choosing your woman because, man, I mean, that can make or break you, depending on, what you have going on for yourself. That can make or break you. Trust and believe it can make or break you. It really can. So guys, be more selective, man. I'm trying to put it in another light, but I really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I don't know another way to put it. Be more selective, guys. Be more selective when you're choosing your woman, because your woman is an extension of you, and she has an effect on your image, guys. How people see you, how people perceive you. That's just what it is, guys. So be more selective. Protect your image at all costs. All right, guys. Y'all be good.